Namaste and Jai Sri Krishna to all of my universal brothers and sisters and family members and friends and associates. You're all a part of my family and vice versa. The topic of karma is very, 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 very deep. It is explained, it cannot be explained in mere words, because there are categories upon categories, layers upon layers. I mean, many volumes and volumes of books regarding the topic of karma cannot even scratch the surface of karma. If you read the Holy Bible and Paul's letter to the Galatians, the Apostle Paul was very wise. The Apostle Paul said, "Do not be misled. Do not be misled, for God is not one to be mocked. For whatever a man sows, that he reaps." That was Paul's letter to the Ephesians in Galatians 6, chapter 7. In Galatians 6, verse 7, excuse me. As you sow, you reap. That is black and white indication of karma. Karma is mentioned in the Bible. If you put a seed in the earth, it sends up a little stem. Then leaves come out of the stem. Then come flowers and fruits. There are seeds again in the fruits. Mango seeds only produces a mango tree. If you sow rice, you cannot expect a crop of wheat. The same sort of seed produces the same kind of plant. A plant being alone is born. A human being born from a womb of a woman. A horse from a horse. A dog from a dog. A cat from a cat. A mouse from a mouse. Etc., etc., etc. Similarly, if you sow the seed of an evil action, you will reap a harvest of pain and suffering. Where do you sow the seed? You sow the seed in your mind. All seeds are sown in the human mind. If you sow a seed that you will do good today, just by thinking something positive about yourself or about anybody, that I will do good for that person, that I will do good for the entire community, you are sowing a seed for all of humanity to do good. And I always maintain and always will maintain that service to humanity is, was, and always will be service to God. That is why it is good to sow good seeds in the mind. First, sow the seed of good karma in the mind. If you sow the seed of a virtuous action, you will reap a harvest of pleasure. This is the law of karma. It starts with the mind. Whatever you sow by your actions will come back to you. If you make others happy through service, charity, acts of kindness, you sow happiness like a seed, and it will give you the fruit of happiness. It will give you a chain reaction. That's why I keep on maintaining and drilling into your mind. Service to humanity is, was, and always will be the service to God. If you make others unhappy through harsh words, insults, ill treatment, cruel acts, oppression, you sow unhappiness like a seed, and it'll give you the fruit of pain. Just like I mentioned in the previous videos, that there are three kinds of karma: Sanchit karma, Prarabdha, and Agami. Sanchit karma is the totality of all the karmas from our karmic bank from previous lives. Prarabdha karma is what we're born with, our present conditions and circumstances. Agami is what we are doing in the present. Do not worry about the past karmas. It can be removed by doing virtuous acts. Do not worry about it. Worry mostly about Agami, or Vartaman karma. What could you do right now? What can I do right now to make myself a better person? My family, children, brothers and sisters, community, neighborhood. Start with the ones who are closest to you. Help those who are the closest to you. What can you do right now to make yourself a better person, your family members a better person, your neighborhood, your community, and humanity. That is the most important karma. Out of all the karmas, all three types, agami is the most important. Having a human body is a blessing. To be able to do agami, good acts. You should all be very, very grateful that you have a human body, because only with the human body you can achieve moksha. Only with this human body you can do agami. You can focus on agami or vartaman. This is the immutable law of karma. Your actions in the past are responsible for your present condition. Your present actions will shape and mold your future conditions. There is nothing chaotic or capricious in this world. You become good by your good actions and bad by your evil actions. It is plain, simple, to the point. Now, one thing I want to warn you is that if you entertain evil thoughts, you must suffer the consequences. You will be in difficulties, you will be surrounded by unfavorable circumstances and conditions, you will blame your surroundings and circumstances and not blame yourself. Understand the law and live wisely, entertain noble thoughts, and you will have very, very understanding and very, very favorable conditions and circumstances. That is why I always say the thoughts are living things. Every single thought that you have in your mind, it all goes back to the universe. It all goes back to every universe and beyond, every dimension and beyond, every multiverse, every omniverse and beyond, and it goes back to you. The cosmic space. The totality of all the thoughts in your mind. The totality of all the thoughts running around in your mind determines you, your character, your thoughts, it molds you and yourself. You are what you think. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. As it is in the inside, so it will be on the outside. That is why it is very, very important to constantly chant the name of Krishna, Ram, Shiva, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, or whatever deity you worship, all is same, with a pure, pure, pure and noble heart. I'd like to thank you very much for viewing my YouTube blogs. May Lord Krishna bless you and grant you these two things, peace and happiness. My email is in the description box at supremelordkrishna@yahoo.com. Please comment, subscribe. And once again, do not ask me questions that are controversial or anything that has to do with politics. I want to step away from politics and controversial issues as much as possible. What I mean by controversial issues, I mean like topics like, abortion, affirmative action, the death penalty, same-sex marriage, legalizing marijuana, capital punishment, or anything that has to do with, controversial issues. Please pertain your questions, thoughts, and comments to Hinduism, meditation, yoga, the study of the Bhagavad Gita, how to improve your thoughts, etc. Thank you very much for viewing my blogs. Jai Bhagwan. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarugam Vivamam Mritunam Akshamam. Om Shanti. Shanti. Will Lord Krishna bless you.